With a robo key, wild lesson told me, Ross is flying over me. Am I convinced? Well, not totally. Yo, Drea, what on earth is that supposed to be?
Yo, hello.
We have been rapped about. I love it. I get so happy every time I hear it. It never gets old.
Oh, yeah, that is the official theme song of the hello and welcome to the Unbelievers Podcast live stream Friday night. Friday night. Holy man. I always thinking I wish we could do these a little earlier but you guys got to realize, listeners, that both my co-hosts are on the West Coast. This is early
on the West Coast, boy.
Yeah, I know, man. So how have you been, Drea Mora? Hello. And yes, of course, I'm Russ Ryan, and this is Drea Mora. Hello.
hello. Yeah, no, I've been awesome. It's been great lately. Just the weather kind of sucks, surprisingly, but spring.
Yeah, we had a weird torrential rain today, and I couldn't go out and do my new favorite thing, which is if you're on the Patreon, go check out our new Patreon episode where if you asked, oh man, I should have been so ready for this, but I had the song on it. If you ask
information on rods?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
There is new information on rods. If you were asking,
there will be more on rods.
Okay.
There actually was. We did a bonus episode about dowsing, which I didn't realize was so rod related.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Kimiko.
Well, you didn't realize
I have rods now. Look, check it out.
So you didn't realize that dowsing rods would be rod related.
It is now. It totally is now. So these are my dowsing rods.
Yeah.
That I can ask questions to. You have to see the thing, it crosses, you can ask them certain things. So now dowsing rods are definitely part of rods, which I'm very excited about. So go check that out on Patreon as a quick little thing. Because that was a fun bonus episode. That could have just been a regular episode, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been a regular episode, but I think it wound up where it was supposed to wind up.
It's one of those things when we do the regular episodes, they're kind of their own thing. The bonus episodes are kind of like these live streams. We're kind of all over the place. And stick around tonight. I've got a lot of weird, fun stuff for tonight. But before we go, I know there's no ads and never will be. But before we get to Unbelievers news, this is a little Unbeliever news. A buddy of ours, Art Muffin, who is a great artist, has done some great stuff for us. A buddy of the show, big supporter of the show. He's got a hot sauce now. He's got Psychic Bigfoot hot sauce. That's our buddy, Unbeliever Art Muffin out there. So go check it out. Silk City Hot Sauces. They make hot sauces for a lot of different, almost like a bunch of New York comedians and other people. I'm aware of them. But
cool.
There you go. Our buddy Art.
That art was great. Wait, put it back up again really quick.
Yo, you want to check it out? Oh, yeah.
He's got the third eye. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a hot sauce so spicy that you will develop psychic powers.
Yeah, you're gonna grow that Bigfoot third eye, getting this thing, and it's kind of cool. Psychic Bigfoot is somehow on the scene for me lately. It started with this, but also I know Rob's not here, but he's talking about something going on with his projects, working around Psychic Bigfoot guy. And I ended up. We are recording a new episode coming up in a couple days. That is again Bigfoot related, but almost anti-psychic Bigfoot. I'm not going to spoil it, but check out this. I've ordered some. I'm getting some in. This is our buddy Art with his Psychic Bigfoot heart sauce. Heart sauce. Speaking of heart sauce, anyway, hit the like button. That's our heart sauce. What's up, everybody?
Is that what happens when you put your tender heart in a blender and watch it spin
around? Is that what comes out?
Yeah, heart sauce.
What is that? Heart bones, heart sauce. I'm trying to think of something. But so Drea, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everyone's here Friday night, having a fun stream. But I'm not gonna have Drea. Drea's not feeling great. She's not gonna be here for long, but because we gotta just pile through this. There's something I really want to talk about tonight, and I can't wait to get into. But before that, of course, I gotta get through the goddamn.
We do the news, we make it entertaining.
Unbeliever news headline: mysterious floating stones captivate residents of Indian City. Indian City has been gripped by a strange mystery in the form of 4 rather sizable stones that suddenly appeared floating in a pond. According to a local media report, the puzzling sight was first noticed on Tuesday morning in the community of Gaya. When a resident spotted the odd rocks bobbing atop Resmagar Pond. The wondrous sight sparked something of a frenzy in the city as crowds of people soon began gathering around the water to observe the eerie objects and the theories of their nature And this is Unbeliever News. Of course, there is video of these amazing.
Oh, good.
These amazing, you wouldn't believe them. How does this even happen? Floating rocks happening in India. And I'm going to have to jump through the beginning of this a little bit because it's a lot of just the guy talking. And we have no translator.
गया के रामसागर तालाब में बीते दिन एक ऐसा पत्थर मिला जिसको लेकर
Right, so he's going to eventually get to the pond here and meet. These are the people at the pond. So they are all here because strange rocks have appeared.
लहर जो है वो बन गया था और बताया जा रहा था कि कुछ पत्थर मिले हैं गया के रामसागर तालाब में जो पानी में तैरते हैं. देखिए 3 पत्थर की तस्वीरें हम दिखा रहे हैं जो पानी में
These are amazing.
ये आपको हम
These are the amazing floating rocks of India that have caused a furor. No, they're rocks. They're rocks. They're floating.
They're trash rocks. Yeah. That's weird. That is weird.
But almost like, yeah, whoa, look at that. So the fact that this is so newsworthy, it's like, is some kind of mass hysteria happened in India around these things? Like this.
Nobody really looks hysterical. They seem pretty chill.
All right, that's a good point. But they're all out there. At least. These kids are going to remember this for the rest of their lives. They're like, you remember that time rocks floated? So I'll go for it a little bit because eventually they get their hands on one. They've got one. And he's like, look, it's a real rock. I guess it was just coming up anyway. I was like, hurry it up. So look, he's like, look, it's a rock, right? Like, yeah, it's pretty. All 3 of us are holding it. It's heavy. It's a magic rock.
Could this be something like the Dead Sea type effect, or like buoyancy? If there's like some kind of chemical in the water that's just like, adversely affecting the buoyancy?
Yeah, and watch when they get a close-up shot. Whatever this body of water is so shitty. There's like, I saw pill bottles and stuff, and look at it. It's just like
fucking shit.
Yeah, it's like trash canal. It's like a super trash canal, but everyone's just like captivated by this. It's like everything's floating in here. Why is the news?
We all float here, yeah. Gross.
Oh,
the thing is, he touched the water, and
so look, he kind of asked, he talked to people, and they get very excited about it. They're like, look, this is like a magical rock. These things are going to become deities of this town. Look, that's what I'm talking about. Look, this is a great opportunity to be on the news. Like,
that girl in the yellow jacket's so cool.
They are all actually really cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool crowd.
Indians are very chill, especially as far as floating rocks go. But
yeah,
there's a reason I started with a very random news story about floating rocks, because there's actually a theme to this week's Unbeliever News. If I can find the clip, because all these stories I got tonight.
I hate this when they're in water. She's not alive, honey.
So these are all water-related news stories.
Was that actually Sylvia Brown?
No, I don't think we ever got her saying it's in the water, honey, but we have this.
I hate this when they're in water. She's not alive, honey.
Yeah, they're quoting.
Something she's absolutely said. Who is that?
That's like a radio show that was quoting Sylvia Brown when everybody was dunking on her.
Okay,
and
that makes sense.
When I looked up, I had to go dig deep in the soundboard clips, and I looked up water, honey, and I
hate this when they're in water. She's not alive, honey.
So I'm gonna switch it. I got another.
It's funnier when somebody else says it.
Yeah, I know. It's actually, if Sylvia Brown said it, it's like, it's in the water, honey. It's like, yeah, we kind of expect
it, honey.
that.
He's dead. He's in the water.
We get it.
Yeah, fuck off.
But I got a better water-related story, and it's UFO-related, and something I don't really know about, and it's kind of weird. So here we go. Headline: Norwegian researchers search frozen lake for UFO spotted 77 years ago. Researchers in Norway are searching a frozen lake for an apocryphal UFO that was said to have plunged into the water 77 years ago. This sounds like a Crichton or a Stephen King book, like a UFO was crashed and frozen in the water. That's
why did they wait 77 years to look for it? What the hell?
I don't know. I have no idea. So I want to hear more about this. So according to a local media report, the legendary sighting occurred in the village of Røros back in 1947. 47, big UFO year, right? Like Roswell, stuff like that.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
When the town's mayor reportedly seeing an unidentified object plummeting from the sky into Lake Dusberstuen. Quote, it looked like a rocket and it made a lot of noise. Photographer Rue Roasted recalled of the puzzling incident. Wait, Rue Roasted? Its name is too close to mine. It's like
Russell Ryan. Says his name backwards.
Rue Roastad recalling of this. So All right, I've got a video of this, and we're gonna put it down. But this is there are actually efforts being made right now to find a UFO buried in the water, honey.
Buried in the water. That's an interesting way to put it. Drowned.
That's what they put. So here we go to Norway. This is the guy's channel. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, this is one of these kind of channels. Yeah. You almost felt like first time I saw it, I thought like a trailer was playing before.
Yeah, me too.
I got very distracted.
An ad. Yeah.
But no, this is about a fucking going into a frozen lake in Norway. Is like I can't do a Norway accent. Do you know one?
Good. No, I'm never going to attempt that. No.
All right, here we go. Going into Norway.
You're in Norway now.
Oh shit, what's up, Evil Nate? Yeah, I'm repping Evil Nate tonight. I got my Evil Nate shirt on.
Yeah, good. That's lucky.
So this is like the footage.
En Norvège,
somehow my notes just turn volume down, and I will. Okay, that's Norway robot voice, but that is very discerning. So they're showing kind of where this thing happened, and look, they got like this is like the thing is gonna happen. Like they're gonna open up something going here, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm intrigued. So now this feels like so many movies do the found footage thing and like making it feel like it's just like, oh, we're doing a little documentary. I'm getting that vibe from this, and I wish it was a movie.
Right, and this, it very much Thing vibes. Like I said, some kind of Michael Crichton book or something. But they are gonna look for this fucking thing. They're doing it. Rue Rostad is on the case. Almost felt like turning it up. I'm like, wait, we're not gonna understand anything.
Yeah.
So this is dangerous as shit too. You're like,
it's cold.
This looks like the coldest place ever. Yeah, and they're like, all right, we're gonna find this thing that the mayor, what, 83 years ago, 86 years ago or something?
77 Operation
47. They said that thing landed in 47 is what they said. All right, so there's a little more of this.
A band name called it.
I'll play some of this, but I'll read the rest of the story. It says, Rostad, who is spearheading the endeavor, indicated that the oddity measures a whopping 46 feet long and around 10 feet wide. Although the sonar return, which can be seen in the video we're watching, is undoubtedly tantalizing, divers deployed at the site have yet to locate the peculiar object. Be that as may, Norwegian ufologist Arnulf Loken marveled that, quote, it's really exciting. It's one of the largest UFO researchers in Norway's history. Time will tell whether or not the effort is successful. So this is almost like a promo video we're watching because they have not found it. Evidently, they're still working on it.
Norway's cutting promos for UFO.
That mayor's brain is a shooting star. Well, it was a long time ago. So this is what they're getting up to. This is kind of the sonar image of it. They just can't find it.
I
know, right?
Interesting. That is interesting.
Let's see if they got more. Yeah, I think all the footage is the same. The guy's going down, and we got rods.
Yeah, they like cycle through the photos and they just keep talking.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. I like that sonar image because it's pretty weird that you can get that image, but then like not find the thing. Like it's got cloaking technology or something.
Probably not. It's
just cold and dark down there.
It's so long ago. It's such a reach. It's just like I think everybody just wants to go play with their cool shit.
Yeah, like, they're bored and they have new technology. I don't blame them. I guess that does answer my question of why they waited so long, because they didn't have the means to do it 77 years ago, I guess.
No, maybe not, but it seems so long ago. Like other UFOs would have figured out a way to we got to get that thing out of Norway. Those guys are eventually we've got
no, fuck those guys. They were partying and nobody wants to go save them. Like they chose their fate. I still really like the theory that the UFOs that crash land here are just drunken teenage aliens just partying and winding up on Earth like the degenerates that they are.
Yeah, you get so many incidents of Reginas, the Roswells, whatever you got, the alien drunk driving. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. We got one more case involving.
I hate this when they're in water. She's not alive, honey.
This is another. I got my last water related. Somehow all the news that I cared to care about was all water related, and this one is very much water related. It's super scary. So here's the headline: Mystery creature menaces kayaker on Amazon River. A strange video circulating online shows a mysterious creature suddenly emerged from the waters of the Amazon River to menace a kayaker. And hey, say what you want. I know I watch a lot of these weird things. This one, I don't like these, whatever these things. The Amazon, you're thinking like crocodiles are gonna fucking, right? But it's Friday night, it's spooky time. Hit the like button if you're getting nervous. What's up?
What the fuck? Sorry, like, you know, so many videos, you know, we always are like, this is fake, and that's that. No, what the hell is that though?
Okay.
What the?
So yeah, it looks violent already, but it's the ending. And everyone's saying we're being tricked. Let's say this will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that monster. I was just thinking it was like alligators.
We have fucking
What does that?
What the fuck is
What
that?
the fuck does that? That
What
whole
the hell
fucking
is even
fleet
that?
of those things?
Literally what I wrote. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, at first I was like, what, a depth charge? But who's doing a depth charge on the Amazon River? But that many, it looked like things flipping around.
Yeah, skipping along. What's great, it looks like, because I've watched it a few times, it looks like he wraps the thing and it's like a Popeye cartoon. Like, it just takes off. All right, here we go. I want to see that. Look, smack that thing.
I don't like it. It's freaking me out.
There's too many of them all going like what is that?
I would fucking lose my shit. That's terrifying. I don't know. I can't even come up with a theory.
We got the gator monster from Resident Evil 4, maybe.
One of the few times
people, the fuck? Yeah, I know. The fuck? Like, holy shit. Look.
Wow.
I hate this when they're in water. She's not alive, honey.
The kayaker's not alive, honey?
I know. Oh. Making me. This is so hard sometimes. I wish Rob was here, but
I never said that.
Sorry, that was stupid. But let's watch it again. Again. Look at that thing.
It kind of reminds me of like the Bellagio. You know, like just the water shows.
Oh yeah, you're right. Like it looks like
it's a little coordinated, huh?
But those are really sophisticated, and this is like
what Amazon shit can't be sophisticated.
How the fuck are you gonna set up a fucking Bellagio water spectacular in the middle of the fucking of these monsters?
I mean, you just find some really talented monsters sometimes.
These are cool monsters. You gotta admit, I like these monsters.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I will watch it one more time, and we'll have to get out because we have other things to do on Unbeliever News. But here we go. And away they go. Holy shit.
Damn.
So they kind of goes on to say, what does it say here? It says, to his credit, the kayaker managed to contain his composure as the eerie events unfold and somehow does not wind up falling into the water due to the turbulent conditions. Coincidence? He does.
Because sometimes people get shocked into like just paralysis, like just like, what the fuck? Yeah, like you've never been frozen in fear. Manatees.
I don't know if they move like that. Just if one. But yeah, he definitely keeps his composure for sure. And
yeah, something like that. We don't know what his face looked like though. He could have just been like freaking the fuck out. We just didn't see his face.
So it says, as for what the animal could have been, viewers online have suggested an array of possible suspects. I guess I'll add manatees into there or the Kraken or whatever. No, I wanted to get you. I'll add the Kraken. It could have been swamp gas. They're saying it could have been a freshwater dolphin or an inordinately large catfish or, it does say it, or a manatee. Or a manatee. Really? Monkeys.
Monkeys. Yeah.
Look, hold on, man. The idea
because of this is absolutely credible, and I like it. Yeah, the river dolphins. No.
River dolphins.
That's the most feasible as far as like the coordination goes, because dolphins, they do that little like they coordinate. They're like the Bellagio.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the original Bellagio. That's dolphins. It's dolphins. And but we love dolphins, and what we believe in dolphins already, that should definitely be in the realm of possibility for sure.
Yeah. Oh, totally. They have to. right?
And but unfortunately, dolphins.
I hate this when they're in water. She's not alive, honey.
Just go to space, dolphins. That's it for Unbelievers.
We do the news, we make it entertaining.
All right, let's get on dry land. Dry off, little honeys. Let's get back into the thing. We're not in the water anymore at all. And I got some fun stuff I've been wanting to get into. And if you looked at the title of this video, it is Whitley Striebahile. I think that's another good name.
That's a really clever title.
I appreciate it. I miss our boy Whitley, and we're going to talk a little bit about Whitley, but why the fuck does anyone give why do we care about Whitley Strieber other than the fact that he was a good friend of Art Bell? Mostly because of this. Spoilers of the trailer. Wait, he was the Hat Man. There he is.
Hell yeah.
This trailer would have had me in my pants. Yes. So yeah, of course we're talking about the trailer for the movie Communion, and Whitley's big splash into it. And man, talk about the ratio of real life person to actor playing you. Could you do any work? Isn't it hitting the lottery, getting Christopher Walken in the mid 80s, Dead Zone era and James Bond era, Christopher Walken to play you as a dude in a movie? That's like a dream.
I would love if Christopher Walken played me in a movie.
I don't even know who I'd want. If there ever would, I'd have to go through all getting butt stuffed on Whitley to make a movie about me. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I would say Christopher Walken.
Nope. I'm playing myself. It's me. Yeah. No.
So
please.
Yeah, it is. And
Whoever
yeah, all right. I'll go back to. I'll let him say his great line again. I've been waiting for him to scream the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'll say this: Christopher Walken is what makes Whitley interesting to me, and which is going to be fun to go through the sands of time after this video.
I can't get out of this!
God
Very
damn.
handsy.
The Ring.
Yeah.
Or The Ring.
Yeah. Christopher Walken with fucking shotgun.
Look at Man in Black. It's
It
been
wasn't a dream. There's a group that meets.
Group?
People who've seen the same sort of things you have.
Which group of aliens abducted you?
Bob, we are not victims. We are
Yeah,
participants.
shut up, Bob Lazar. No, it's I forget the guy who that is, but those are all the real UFO researchers. I remember that being.
I don't recall them being human.
Could I be more Christopher Walken? So
Man,
great.
this is peak Christopher Walken.
Peak. Whitley Strieber is the most boring dude ever to get interesting. Oh, okay. We'll see.
We know some boring guys.
Yeah, because you think he's Christopher Walken. He's not Christopher Walken. Well, we'll find that out. But
I choose to believe it is Christopher Walken getting anally probed by aliens. Yeah.
All right. We'll see if I can change your mind tonight.
I've got to go, my baby screaming!
You need to match Christopher Walken's energy. She's like, got it.
No,
Here
she's trying to outwalk Christopher.
Can't stop stalking the Walken. I don't know what to say to that. All right, I want to see her major scene.
I've got to go, my baby screaming!
That is the one where she's like, they had no faces.
See, you can tell it's a trailer. That alien looks super shitty in that scene. The little guys are great. They probably didn't want to spoil it, but that alien, this one looks like that one looks so stupid. He was just he's like, you have to put the cover of the book as one of the scenes. It has to happen. Dude, the cover of the book is so fake. He's like, I don't care. That's what it is. It makes me look like a genius because my book cover is actually what it looks like. It's like
A little mayo.
How? Yes. E.T'd him right there.
You people, you sit there, you're in for one big surprise.
I love it.
Bitch, someone hits him like in real life.
So I mean, like we've been talking about it a lot, but like we haven't done movie night in forever, and we've never sat and watched that one. We did Fire in the Sky, right, for a movie night once.
Yeah, we probably did Communion at one point, but it's worth going back and doing it. We probably just did it like on Discord. Like, probably didn't even record it. We just watched it with people a long time ago. Anyway, yes, we definitely would. That would be because it's such a classic, and we're gonna want to do it a little more now. I'm gonna because we're gonna get into it a little bit. I like talking about Whitley. It's been a little bit, and I found this great video where it is Whitley, and we're gonna get some Christopher Walken. It's a little interview thing, but they also show behind the scenes stuff from Communion, which
the world there is a certain type of face, a being that's seen.
Oh, it's me, Christopher Whitley. No.
Again and again and again, with a long, thin face and big black eyes. Sometimes the head seemed quite big, as in the Betty Andreasson case. Others, like in my case, they seem smaller and the beings are taller. But that basic configuration, that basic sort of non-human configuration, seems to be repeated again and again and again in experience.
Since my book came out and everyone knows what it looks like he was the accelerant of that alien.
Yeah, the classic. What we think of when we think of aliens. Yeah. The Greys.
And keep in mind as you're watching this, like this is a dude who is traumatized allegedly through this. Like this is the worst day of his life. Watch how much like he embraces the whole, because this is his Hollywood period. This is when Whitley went a little Hollywood. This is like almost like E's interviewing him, behind the scene actors.
Yeah.
He's on the set of the movie right here. This is the cabin set of the movie that he's on, and we're gonna see Christopher Walken in here too.
His house. Yeah, that's cool.
It's it's his Hollywood house, and he feels like I'm Hollywood home. Could you imagine?
Hollywood cabin.
Yeah, it's my Hollywood log cabin.
All over the world.
The book Communion is about much more than the beings. It also profiles.
Okay, I want to say this too. This is probably the one moment of this whole thing that I really wanted to just let it sink in. So this whole traumatic abduction event and it happening to his family and his son, they're sitting here wearing the alien's face on a t-shirt, on a TV set, on a movie set, while a documentary or an interview is being, they're like fanning out so hard on their trauma. Is that like, I don't know, that
yeah, it does kind of. It seems weird. It's got a weird vibe. But if he's not bothered by it, then fine. That's just
the dog agrees, I guess. All right.
Oh yeah,
Thank you,
also.
doggy. Doggy's like, shut up, move on.
Yeah,
we don't.
Seen cats. Yeah, it happens.
It's just something about this struck me. Like wearing your own. It's like a band wearing their own T-shirt. Like,
yeah.
All right, calm it. Like if Evil Nate wears an Evil Nate shirt, I'm like, all right, calm down, Evil Nate. I know you're.
Well, no, that's different because you got to promote yourself. That's different.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wrestlers are the only exception to the rule. Okay, fine.
Because they're not
alien abductees and wrestlers will give a pass to. Okay, all right.
Jericho that's some murky ground because with Fozzy and how do you promote yourself as a wrestler and a rock band? By wearing your own anyway, yeah.
By not being good at either. Let's move on.
He and his family fighting to keep their sanity under some pretty bizarre circumstances. A common thread among abduction victims.
He is weird. Look at that. He dresses his kid like him, like the same, like
it's jeans and a jacket. What's
in a little derby hat too. A newsboy hat. They're both wearing newsboy hats and jackets. All right. All right, whatever.
Is that often the victim's child may also have had the same experience, and in the Striebahile household,
he wants him to.
This proved to be the case.
I was sleeping, and suddenly, these lights came. A big bright light came in my room. And sometimes my dad comes in to see how I'm doing in the middle of the night, but he doesn't bring in the searchlights out.
What?
I'm sleeping, and I get scared. I think it's a burglar or something, so I pull the covers over.
The burglar, the cabin burglar, is struck again in the middle of fucking nowhere as a burglar. Okay.
Yeah, right?
I don't know. He's weird about his dad. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything.
My head and sink down. And then the cover, and then something pulls it down, and I see the face that's on Communion.
The cabin and its...
you saw the face that like of you own T-shirts and your dad is like its best-selling book, and now you're having like dreams about it. But he's trying to pull his kid in. He wants the kid to dress like him and be like him and be a part of the abductions.
Yeah, talk about indoctrination or like alien grooming.
Alien indoctrination. He's gonna He's like, well, you know, a lot of abductions are generational, and if I'm gonna get in on that,
I hate that. I hate that theory.
Tom Reed loves that. That's like Tom Reed's big thing.
Yeah. Ooh, let's get into Tom Reed.
No, we're not. Not tonight. I have no Tom Reed tonight. I'm saving.
You heard me, Tom Reed?
No. I haven't heard from him lately. Send Tom Reed the link. Producer,
because he's scared.
Grounds where
he's still out there. We talked about him last week. 2 weeks ago, we did.
Were open for the encounters.
Try to get him with a super chat, and he
with Mr. Striebahile serving as host.
When they come here, we often hear a sound immediately above the house that will come across into this area.
Your next kid.
And myself and a number of other people have seen things hanging over this deck or hanging in.
He just nailed his hat.
Yeah, you're messing up my hat.
He's like, you made me wear this stupid thing, and now you're knocking it off my head. All right, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, you're making me look lame, and then you make me look stupid.
Crew with Mr. Striebahile serving as host.
When they come here, we often hear a sound.
Maybe it's
immediately
he's
above
the
the
show
house
dominance here.
That will come across into this area.
Red stripe.
And myself and a number of other people have seen things hanging over this deck.
He tries to play it off
in an immediate little clearing.
Yeah, it looks real comfortable in that hat.
Very
he wears
small
it all
things, but quite large ones sometimes hanging over the deck.
It looks like he made the choice himself.
In December of 1985,
yeah,
he
has a mini-me. He's like
they carried me down through these
like
woods, which I remember very vividly.
The professor in South Park.
Yeah. Well, the kid looks way cooler than him. Like, look, he's got like the jacket unzipped, hands in the pocket, like whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care. It's just aliens.
Let's get him on the show. Was his name Andrew
Striebahile?
Andrew Striebahile.
Let's
not too far from here, where I have
get to Christopher Walken.
Circle that I and the group of people who've had experiences here go to meditate at night.
Did you know Whitley Striebahile had this in his backyard? Like, okay, how many weirdos are you bringing over for this?
He likes to entertain. This looks like a kind of circle you do a bunch of drugs with a bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
This looks like fun, actually.
I want to meditate. Yeah.
Now I want to go hang out. Andrew's older now. He's
he didn't get younger. That's
outside the
Come on in, my twin.
Can only be compared to what happened inside.
But this is where I was sleeping on the night of December the 26th, 1985, when the visitors came in from the door across the room, and the next thing I knew, I was being literally carried out of the room in a state of paralysis.
You need to form an association with the rods.
Okay.
When we return, we'll go.
Now we get to see some behind the scenes. So look,
now this is scary. Now
I really wanted to pull it earlier. I don't have the big thick kids, but look, we get to see behind the scenes thick kids. Like I told you, it wasn't just boring Whitley.
I didn't know you could get like butt plug costumes.
The visitors came in.
He reminds me of like Dahmer right here.
Across the room.
Yeah.
And the next thing I knew, I was being literally carried out of the room in a
Striebahile
state of paralysis.
Yeah,
killer.
This is great.
When we return, we'll go behind the scenes.
They thought they were doing a dance number or something. Hey guys, we're
with
here.
Its star Christopher Walken.
Yes.
Well, I said to Whitley the other day that I had never had such an experience, or really anything, including deja vu. Right? That's not something that happens to me.
Blush?
And I said that I'd never had anything like that. And he looked at me very seriously and he said, "Well, you're about to."
Ooh.
When the film version.
He's a total creep anyway.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh, he's like, you're in it now, big boy. But it looks so stupid because they don't show like the creepy scenes with the big head grays. They show the big thick kids all dancing. It's like, this is fucking Oompa Loompas. Like, what are we watching here?
I forgot that those are the big thick kids.
That's what they are, the big thick kids.
Kids.
And they're just dancing around. Like, this is not what we expect.
Of Striebahale's best-selling book went before the cameras in June of 1988. Those involved with making the picture
I didn't even
knew
expect
that
to find
this
this,
was
to be
to
honest.
be more than a movie about little green men from outer space.
Those other films were...
Because I have questions for you. I have some questions for you now that I have you.
We don't talk about him. He's not invited to the family reunions. Yeah.
So, you remember you are under live stream mode. Hit the like button. Who Who is Philip Morey and what does he do? Felipe Mora.
I was like, well, you can't pronounce my last name.
Well, I was saying the French version of his name.
Morey? Anyway.
You know this guy? Seriously, is there anyone in your family with that name? Is there a possibility?
No.
It's cool.
I think I would know. Yeah. It's a last name that people have.
It's fine. It's fine. It just doesn't come up a lot. And coming up here, I was like, whoa, are you kidding me? There we go.
Fantasies. And Whitley is, this is a true story. That's what makes this picture different. It's a true story, and it really examines the psychological side of what will happen to human beings if and when
this is like a very low-key
they encounter
he's not screaming
intelligent non-humans.
Okay.
Now after Mora convinced Strieber that his story should be told on the big screen, the two formed their own
Whitley
production
stinks.
company.
We wear
and set
masks
about
around
finding
him.
the actors who would play
He's got
the
that
two
residue on
pivotal
him
roles.
still.
Ew.
Selected
If you've
by
had contact
Whitley was
with
Academy
other
Award winner
beings,
Christopher
they
Walken.
leave a residue on your body.
Walken, whose gritty work in The Deer Hunter earned him an Oscar, quickly adapted.
He's like, you know him from The Deer Hunter, and now here he is, Christopher Walken in Communion.
Himself to stepping into the shoes of the famous writer.
The good thing for me here is that I like to work a lot.
He looks too much David Bowie-ish going on, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
makeup and
that's what
stuff,
it is.
yeah.
I hope for the best always.
It's very
but in this
Bowie.
case, it turned out to be very inventive, which I'm
Too much
grateful for.
comfort. Ziggy Stardust at
Whitley is responsible for that because he was kind of like a good parent. He let the bird fly.
Equally as important as the role of Whitley was the question as to who would play Anne Strieber, Whitley's wife. To fill this role,
Me. It was director Felipe Mora.
The director looked to actress Lindsay Krause, an Academy Award nominee for her role in Places of the Heart.
And another interesting thing about Lindsay is that she was very proud to be playing a wife. In other words, she was very keen on showing that there's a value in...
All right, so this is...
I'm lost.
Yeah, let's get to when they start showing. Let's get to the monsters and stuff. We don't care about... Oh, here we go. Now look... Oh, God. So this is the behind the scenes of the of the book cover alien dude that they really wanted to show. Here
Still had to be designed. Because it would be impossible to fit a human into the skinny body of this being, McCracken had to figure out a different way for the beings to move.
What we did then is go back to
his name
some
can't
of the
be Phil
original ways of
McCracken.
making
This is
films,
not
which
it can't be. Please.
Which are actually.
Why does he
scenes
look
in
like he's from the
that are
60s?
very
His movie's made in the
appropriate
90s.
for the circumstance, which namely just wires, flying them with wires. It creates problems filmically in terms of hiding wires and so on. But for this, because it was very carefully controlled and so on, it just worked great.
He's just swinging around the set like that the entire time. And Christopher Walken is probably the only actor who has to be on that set. It's just all, and the big thick kids. It is like a weird Willy Wonka kind of situation for him.
Yeah.
I gotta go back. I actually want to see him dancing around again because that was no, not that far. I just want to see him dance, please. Please dance for me.
It creates problems filmically.
You don't need to pick up a gun to fight for something. You need to pick up your mouth.
For this, because it was very carefully controlled and so on, it just worked great.
And so, what did Mr. Strieber think of Mr. McCracken's final creations?
When he saw the communion figure for the first time and saw it moving, it was like suddenly his face just went white. He had a shocked look on his face, and
face at the bottom.
The little thick kid just poking his head out at the bottom. Yo,
doesn't look like a kid now, but definitely.
You see those images of like George Lucas standing amongst like all the props and masks and bullshit from Star Wars, like all that stuff. He's standing. This is like the graveyard of communion props. It's like we got a thick kid, we got the book alien, we got a little more realistic alien, we got a bunch of other just bullshit back here.
I sense that it took him like the rest of the day to recover from this. So it was that there was a kind of trauma, even in seeing the reproduction of the figure.
Strieber believes there might be more to the being's face than what appears to the naked eye. A possibility that is explored with some thought-provoking scenes in the
it's Crescent right there.
Film. Ultimately, though, Communion, the film, is more than just a look at the uninvited guests visiting
They are just
the Strieber
fat
household.
Jawas, like fat emo
is
Jawas.
very much about a family under pressure and how the family
It's a
sticks
Mora
together
production. Holy shit!
Under the stress of these incredible
Look,
events.
a lot of people.
So the story.
You're
is
not
about a
responsible for all the
family,
Ryans.
and,
Meg Ryan is not
that's
my problem, right?
dramatized, that's come up very well. It's not a special effects picture. It's much more a picture about human emotions, and it's really a psychological thriller.
Whoa!
About someone who thinks they're going crazy.
Yeah, and it's fucking great.
We woke up upstairs and we heard them all talk.
All right, so we'll get through a little more of this because they somehow get into weird regression stuff. We'll watch a little bit of this, but some of the end by being like, and hey, you want to know what it's like when people do UFO alien abduction regression with Leo Sprinkle types? It looks like this.
Yeah, Leo Sprinkle
doesn't want me to move.
You seeing anything?
I don't want you to move either.
Sprinkle is in the house.
Seeing the stone circle. Okay.
Nice fucking mullet, dude.
Holy shit, man. Things all over me.
I never said that.
They took my sideburn.
Never say you did.
He's hot.
I feel a lot of fear. And I also feel this
what?
Really exquisite feeling. It's incredible.
That's not a good love story. It's not a good love story at all.
At all.
What are you talking about?
It's not a good love story.
Ooh.
Oh, she's having a good time. Yeah.
Oh, it's happening again. Someone's about to get off in my chair. Holy shit. Oh!
No, don't touch me!
I want you to distance yourself from that feeling. They feel they have been abducted. They may have been abducted. I'm reasonably comfortable they're not fabricating stories.
Thank you,
And the
Eugene
similarities
Levy.
are intriguing.
Something
unusual.
Yeah, it really does. So that's how this kind of ends.
Him and Zachary Quinto, what's his last name?
Quinto.
Quinto is
Spock.
Quinto.
Siler.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking about
Yeah.
Siler Spock.
So many great roles, yeah.
My hair looks as what is going on? Why do I have like a
I've
weird
given
like
up on mine.
mid mohawk fucking going on? So now you've seen Whitley Strieber. Yeah, that's his Hollywood kind of phase. But I've been wondering what's doing with Whitley lately. We know what he's known for. We know Whitley is communion guy. He's done other stuff. I want to see what he's been up to lately. And I found, a lot of times we don't have one. And thanks for watching on YouTube. Hit the like button if you're out there. A lot of times people have little introductions to their YouTube channels. And that's like kind of a good like introduction. Like, well, I haven't seen much of Whitley in a while. I don't really listen to Coast to Coast. What does Whitley do these days? Introduce us, please.
I'm Whitley Strieber. This is my YouTube channel. Every week on this channel, there'll be a new edition of my podcast, Dreamland. Dreamland's been podcasting since 1999. And from time to time, we'll also
1899?
put up vintage podcasts. It's an interesting show. There's a lot of weird stuff on it, a lot of very serious stuff, a lot of credible stuff, and a lot of stuff that you're going to have to really wonder about. And that's good.
So he's still got the newsy look. He's kind of stuck with that. I'm most used to hearing him on the radio. And see, Christopher Walken never wore a fucking newsy hat. He's like, I'm not wearing the newsy. I'm being me. I'm not doing this. But this is like who he really is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also the author of many books, including Communion. There have been a lot of movies made of my stuff.
Such as
What are the other
Communion.
books? Yeah, like all my books.
And the rest.
The one that I'm known
Union,
for, anyway.
Superstorm,
The
Wolfen.
All right, I'll give him props on Wolfen. Wolfen is a cool one. Like I actually forgot he was involved in Wolfen. I knew the Superstorm because he did that with Art Bell. That's the one that became what's the name of that fucking movie? They just showed it. The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Art. That's Art and Whitley. That's why you give him that's why he it's totally ridiculous, but it's great. We know that now.
The Hunger, some TV series, Alien Hunter. There's a lot of stuff.
What about the great?
You'll be learning more every week on Dreamland. My website is unknowncountry.com. If you want to comment on these videos and these podcasts, you can do it on the website. You can also subscribe to the website. I'd love you if you did that because we need everybody we can get, and it's well worth doing.
I know, right? I don't
Dreamland. It's the edge of the world.
Man, I wish I could pull that. See, this got me annoyed. I'm like, we don't have a YouTube welcome video. We need one.
That annoyed you that we don't have a boring Whitley video to introduce our channel?
No, that we don't have one of you or I just like spitting it out.
I think, look, he's not really in, maybe this is mean. I feel like he's not really in touch. You don't need an intro video for your channel. It's self-explanatory. Like, here's the videos. Click the one you like. It is what here's what it is. You don't need an intro.
Maybe you don't. Maybe we're doing fine. But so we've seen, now we know kind of what this channel is about. So I looked, and this is why it's called the Whitley Streamer Files. Whitley Striebahile Streamer Files. Whitley is a streamer. Whitley does stream. I couldn't download this video, so we have to. I'm going to share a screen. I'm going to put up the YouTube video of his most recent live stream video, and it's called the Reddit post.
I feel like this is going to put me to sleep. Let's go. Yeah.
No. I got it timestamped. Don't worry. So
put like really loud fucking techno music over it or something.
Don't worry. Believe me. This is Whitley's show. It's his live show. It's dynamic as shit. And he's talking about Reddit. Dude, Whitley looks like he's like 90 years old. How the fuck does he know what Reddit is? It's about Reddit and the visitors and something else. Let's get in. Whitley. Oh, here he is. As you can see, we can get back. See how this is looking. All right. So here he is. This is Whitley's live stream, and the volume is on. And here we go. So as you can see, Whitley does not have a lot of respect for his live viewers. Look, when we come in, when we start the show, he's on. This is not a still screen. At least we play a song, we do a thing, we start talking. This is Whitley. Wake up, Drea.
No. I refuse.
It's blatant disregard for his.
I think, like I said, I think he just didn't know. It's like, oh, fuck, I'm live.
I think, yeah, maybe you're right. And look, I like seeing his setup. He's like this fan needs to be in the shot. It's not on. It's just there. Don't worry about it. This fan is just here.
Move that shit out the way. What are you doing?
He doesn't need to. He needs it there. This is part of his set. Yeah, it looks like there's a door there. You can just close it. But he's like, no, I need the door open with the fan.
I need my
off.
fan. It's my comfort fan.
Fan has to be off. That's how this works. All right. Oh man, I wish I could do it from in here.
Is it playing right now?
I hate when it's on YouTube. So that's how it kind of starts. And I watched a lot of this, and as you can see, it says the visitors, the soul, and us. He very much is like talking about
the United States.
This is and the U.S. He cares about all of that. But Whitley seems, I mean, he's getting on in age. This kind of got me a little depressed. He gets like really introspective. He's talking about the soul a lot. It seems like he's preparing to die. Please don't die, Whitley. So I want to get into some of the time steps I have. And he talks about the soul a lot, yes, but we're going to get about 10 minutes in where he says he gets into a fun little rant where he talks about this. Here we go.
Now, you misunderstood me, Rose, when I said cockroaches. I didn't mean emotional cockroaches. I meant survivors. I'm certainly not an emotional cockroach. Well, Anne may have disagreed with that at times, but she's not here to defend herself. So
I'm a lot of things. I've never described myself like that.
Okay.
You may
Why
start.
did they wait until we realized the planet is failing? I think that is an excellent question. As you may imagine, I and many other close encounter witnesses have been trying to get them to just spend 5 minutes in public view. And that would have empowered this whole community and made it stop. We're pariahs, outsiders, snicker, laugh, rectal probe jokes.
That,
yeah.
Look, apologies that is not a soundboard. Snicker, laugh, alien probe joke. It's like,
please clip that.
I gotta go back. We gotta go hear that again. That's the greatest quote ever.
Laugh.
To get them to just spend 5 minutes in public view, and that would have empowered this whole community and made it stop. We're pariahs, outsiders. Snicker, laugh, rectal probe jokes.
Oh, I mean, you set it up, dude. I mean, you can't not. You just lean into it. Just embrace how fucking funny it is.
Yeah, nudge. You know what I mean? Wink. Say no more. Anal probes.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, of course, I clipped a little bit of this. So we're going to go ahead a little bit just for me, really, because somehow he starts talking about Tulane University in New Orleans and some weird things going on there. And look, I know Tulane University. That is uptown New Orleans. So let's I don't know why he's bringing it up. You better have good reason to put Tulane in your mouth.
About these hearings. Is the episode about the mummies still on the way? Of course it is. We are trying to get some things straightened out, but right now he's talking about these mummies that are in Peru, not the Atacama mummy, but the ones that were found in the Nazca Desert recently.
Yeah, we know the candy mummies,
and some of them are probably real and quite extraordinary. And incredibly enough, I found out today there are some identical mummies at Tulane University, of all places. Not that they died there and became mummies, say collapsed in the library and nobody noticed them or something, but they came from various parts of the world and have been collected there for years. They've been there.
Hit the like button. What the hell? So Tulane University's got a bunch of alien mummies. They've just been low-key collecting. Like that's pretty great. Can you go check them out, or like literally check them out if they are at Tulane Library?
I'd like to borrow this mummy, please. You have to have the premium library card.
So I've got my next thing for this is it somehow says my notes here says great plug and stumble. So this must be some kind of combo fun here. Oh, it's like right after it. Let's just play it. Here we go.
So from 8:00 tomorrow morning, you can listen to Dreamland. You can listen to it on most podcast sites. You can listen to it on unknowncountry.com.
What?
You can watch it on YouTube. Go to YouTube/Whitley
Forget your name?
Strieber, I believe it is, or something. Whitley Striebahile.
Yeah, that was a great stumble. You're right. Great stumble plug.
Stumble plugs, hit the like button. Yeah. He hosts a radio show. He hosts Dreamland. He's like, I'm Dreamland's my main thing. I do radio. It's like plugs should just be like ingrained in your head at this point. But hey, I know he's getting old. Aliens have done all kind of things to his body and his soul and everything else. But I do want to hear it again because I haven't clipped it. So.
And so from 8:00 tomorrow morning, you can listen to Dreamland. You can listen to it on most podcast sites. You can listen to it on unknowncountry.com. You can watch it on YouTube. Go to YouTube/Whitley Strieber, I believe it is, or something. Whitley Strieber. And you.
All right. I'm not gonna be mean. Yes, so I just did think that was funny. And yes, I get it that I kind of do this dumb shit, and I will be an old man, and you can clip me and make fucking fun of me, whatever. Whitley, I do like you, but there's a couple more moments in this I want to get to. And so this whole point of this video, the video he posted, this live stream is called "The Reddit Post, The Visitors, and Ancient Soul Beliefs." What is this Reddit post? How do you know about Reddit, old man? What are you doing on Reddit? So he's gonna tell us about this story he wants to talk about, and he's going to tell you how to find it, because Reddit is a little tricky, but he knows how to get around.
But not robotic, believe me. These are many of them are very, very complex, vividly alive.
This is whatever he was getting into. Who gets to Reddit?
You spend 2 seconds with them, and you spent more time with them. You never will forget it if you spend 2 seconds with them in pure consciousness. What subreddit is it on? That's a good question. I don't know enough about the internet. Somebody sent it to me. I'm just fantastically incompetent with these things. So I can't I can't tell you. I don't even know what a subreddit is, to tell you the truth. I'm going to look. I'm looking here.
It's a great idea for an episode then.
It's
okay.
Reddit/r/aliens/comments. So that must be the subreddit, and I hope you can find it from there.
Find it from there. Go to our aliens and just look in the comments. Comments of what? What are you talking about? Everything has a comment. Just go to our aliens. You'll just go.
Just get there.
Jesus Christ, Drea.
Tired, man.
I know. I got one more, and we're gonna take a break in a minute, but we're closing this out because he gets in his weird soul thing. We're not gonna go to the end of this, but I do want to hear him. Somehow he talks about time machines, and he starts making fish analogies, and we're gonna close Dre out with it. So here we go.
The spine, and it begins to flow through time. The body is a time machine.
Right.
The body is taking this timeless consciousness into a situation where it is living moment by moment, and every moment is new. Let's look at it this way. The body is a fish hanging in a stream. The stream is time and all experience flowing past us.
I'm already lost.
And we are
to be a fish.
Absorbing everything that comes past us. The soul is a fisherman on the bank.
What the fuck are you talking
about? And eventually, the soul will drop a line in, and we will catch that line and be drawn out of life again.
So he's saying that we just exist without a soul until our soul fucking fishes us out of a river while we're absorbing things. And what the?
Well, I think, there's a river in space that's full of meat bodies that are just floating around, waiting for the soul fisherman to reel them in and be like, all right, we're a guy now. We can go. Or a gal.
It should be the other way around, like we're fishing for souls in the soul river. I don't know. This is a fucked up analogy.
Yeah, where's Rob when you need him? We could sort this fish stuff out. I know. He's our fish guy. Yeah. He's no fish guy, but actually he is a fish guy. He probably could actually.
We're all fish guys. Apparently, our bodies are fish.
He should. Yeah. Okay. And that's as far as I want to go. Look, goodbye, Whitley. Thank you, Whitley Striebahile. And I want to show something. I've been checking out his channel, as you can see. I've been checking in on our boy Whitley. So everyone has their little profile pic on YouTube. I'll show you Whitley's. Look at this. This is Whitley's.
It's like his dating profile picture.
But does it remind you of another person that we talk about?
Warren, is it maybe?
A little bit. Let's see.
Wow, just now I'm starting to feel better. I'm all nauseous again. Jesus, fuck.
Sorry. I always have to take you out with that.
Thanks for that send off.
So yeah, that's what.
Wait, what are you talking about next? Because I don't know if it's not gonna. I just knew that Whitley Striebahile was gonna put me to sleep. But
Whitley's done. I'm going very randomly. We're going to be talking about some stuff, but we're going to take a break real quick. And if you want to hang out, go ahead. I'm going to play a song real quick. Because I got a PP, and we got someone else that's going to come join.
Hey, as well.
I'll say, Pete, if you're in the chat, I sent you the link. Pete, come jump on. Rob's got the link. He can jump on when he wants. But we are going to take a quick music break. Hopefully, I really want to play a song, a new video, but I don't want us to get booted from YouTube for playing it. So I'm going to play a very safe one. I'm going to play a very safe song, and it is something kind of new to me, but it's really cool. I was looking up something else, but I found this really good Bigfoot song. There we go. This is from Googie Renee, and we're going to take a little quick break real quick, and we're going to play a song. So we'll be back in 2 minutes after this.
Way up in Eureka, written on a sign, beware of the giant, don't cross that boundary line. Big Bull. Listen to that rumble, shaking up the ground. Ain't no guitar thumping, ain't no hound dog sound. Bigfoot. Lumberjack went a chopping down Bigfoot Street. Ain't seen no more of Lumberjack, just a footprint by the tree. Bigfoot.
The and oh wow, and hey,
Hey,
we
God
are
bless
at
you
your
indeed.
stream. What is up? We're joined by our boy Pete from Dark Sayings. What's up, Pete? How you doing, buddy?
Hello. How do you do?
I'm doing good, man. I'm having fun. It's Friday night. We're chilling. I did that thing again where I just ran back up the stairs, and I'm like, I'm getting winded.
Yes, I am in the worst shape of my life, so I can identify with that winded feeling.
Well, fuck, that's
Every
sad, man.
staircase, yeah.
I feel like I'm in like the best shape of my life, but
oh no, I'm falling apart over here.
I got my dowsing rods out, Pete. We're ready to do it. We're doing it. Hit the like
I need
button,
some
everybody.
I need to get the Organite. I need a zapper.
Man, speaking of which, you're gonna bring, and now you got me on like the PP Warren train. I have this. Maybe we'll play it later if you're around a little while. I found out Dr. Mulder, the guy that PP Warren's always talking about, the guy who like made the original wishing machines,
the real old one, right?
No, this dude has a YouTube channel. Dr. Mulder is on YouTube. I found it. I found an interview where he's talking to PP Warren for like an hour and a half. I have it saved.
No.
I could, well, actually, I could pop it up. Drea's not here. I don't know if she left. I think the way she was talking, I think she's coming back. But I've got some stuff I'm going to get into, and now that we're talking about it, now you're kind of calling me out. You're not calling me out, Pete, of course. But the fact that I brought this up and you actually seem interested, check this out. I got to go find it on my own because this is something I didn't save, but I do have it. And this is, oh God, here we go. So very recently we talked about, this is remarkable. I've got so many of these set up. And thank you to Chris. Oh, Friday night. Oh, see, you can relax a little bit. Hit the like button, guys. We're having fun. I did find it. Now, I don't know if you saw recently, Pete, one of the more recent things PP Warren was selling was that Apex machine. And I'm not going to stay on this long. I know I do a lot of PP stuff. Let me get this queued up for us. I have it queued up on my side. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Trey is back.
I'm back. I didn't realize that I knew I had shut off my camera for, during the break. I forgot that I had to click a different button to come back in.
So, Drea, look, magically, Pete is here. Pete
what
is
up,
joining
Pete?
us.
God bless you indeed.
And you can get mad at him. This was not my plan to play this. I just had it. We somehow got in this conversation, but somehow, you know the guy PP Warren's always talking about, Dr. Mulder. That guy has a YouTube channel, and we're just going to watch the beginning. I'll save this for something else. So here we go. Watch.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Mulder, and I have with me one of my closest friends, the one, the only, Joshua P. Warren. How the heck are you doing, brother?
I'm doing really well and excited to be here on.
Jesus Christ, he is so blown out on this.
He's totally blown out.
That sounds
like why that backdrop? Like, I understand green screen shit, but what the fuck is that?
That's the same thing he uses all the time.
Is it? I mean, it makes him look worse than usual. Like, what is he doing? What is he thinking?
That's me, Joshua P. Warren.
It's kind of what he does, though. I forgot I have so many. I've got.
It will have an amazing, happy ending.
I doubt it this time.
And yet, and still remarkably, I love what was it? Southern Fried Rednecks or some shit. Like, what was that name? That movie that he did?
Oh, Country Fried Rednecks or whatever they were. Redneck Hillbillies or
it had redneck in it, and that was actually pretty fucking funny. He should have stuck with that shit.
Inbred Rednecks.
Inbred Rednecks.
Correct the record. I want to correct the record on that. It's called Inbred Rednecks.
We got wild with those titles just now.
Oh, when he came up with that title,
I was drenched, humiliated, and horrified at my compulsive behavior.
Like piss.
Yeah, I like that. All right, here we go. So this is just the beginning. This is the first time I have ever seen Dr. Mulder. I just found this. He is the guy who, remember, Pee-Pee's like, someone died in prison for this, and it was made by the mysterious Dr. Mulder, which is the totally X-Files name, this guy. So we're actually seeing him. The dude is an old dude, and he has a podcast, though, or not, I guess not a podcast, a YouTube channel. So let's watch a little bit.
Your show. This is the first time I think you've ever interviewed me. So this is a relaxing experience for me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I think I was on another show with somebody else, and I think we interviewed you.
How do you get a dimple that high, Dr. Mulder? Anyway, sorry.
Hey, you know, maybe you got like shot in the face by something.
I really did.
It looks like that's where like a BB happened. You can shoot your eye out or get a cheek dimple.
Yeah, it's really high, but maybe that's just the look. And what am I supposed to say?
He's really high.
Yeah.
I was always rhythmic and able to boogie.
But it's more or less, it's the first solo one-on-one.
Yeah.
And well, I'll tell you the reason why I wanted to get you on the show, and I appreciate it, number one, because I know you're a busy guy just like I am, and trying to find time to do these things, it's just at random. But apparently you were on Coast to Coast, I guess a week or 2 weeks ago, or whatever.
Yes,
and you
come on.
mentioned something about the Apex machine. And I, honestly, Josh, I mean, I'm so damn busy. I didn't even catch the show. And I know you sent me the link, but I just never.
I just didn't give a shit.
Well, fuck you, Mulder, you piece of shit.
Hey, at least he's honest. Like other people would have just been like, I don't know. Would you pretend that you had seen it, or would you just be straight up like, "Hey, I didn't watch your shit. You sent it, but."
Oh, he feels depressed. Look at his face. He's like,
I stuck out as a fat, sore thumb.
No. Poor Josh, man. Holy shit. I feel bad. Yeah, I feel bad watching this, but we'll watch a few minutes. I've got some other stuff. We maybe even come back to this. This is like an hour and 40 minutes long.
Well, let's say goodbye to Courtney. She's got to drive now. She said, "What?
All right.
You're not gonna miss me, but I'll miss you. We'll miss you.
Of course, we'll miss you. Where are you? Okay, where? I'll look. I have to drive now. You're gonna miss me, but I'll miss you all. Of course, we'll miss you. Have a good drive. Be safe. But here we go. We'll watch like a minute more of this. I don't know how much more I can do this.
This hadn't gotten to yet, and I didn't realize that that you had promoted the machine until I started getting orders for Apex machines. I'm going like, well, what is going on here with this sudden boost in in sales here? I mean, it always did great. It's a great model, but then again, for whatever reason, it just people wanted this machine. And
okay, go get this.
Reason why I love
go get Psychic Bigfoot sauce. That's what we want.
You and I got together.
We're not pimping your Apex machine.
And we made something entirely new, something that's never been made before. And I put my mojo into it.
Did you find a fucking darker place?
You wind up on a list for that.
Yeah, there's mojo in there. You don't want any of that.
Don't you have to sign a thing when you're shipping that there's no like bodily fluids or anything on these things?
What does the machine do?
Does it make
Joshua P. Warren's head even more round? It looks like those aliens from Star Trek with the veins in their brains.
It apexes.
Bibbity bobbity boo.
That's one of my favorites. Of like, I don't even mind his voice at that point because it's just
I know I am definitely like a training wheel streamer, and I definitely use a Rodecaster, but I do have a whole book that's just from that thing of Joshua P. Warren, which I love because it's got
that's me, Joshua P. Warren.
It's so funny, it's so great. Too many great ones. All right, a little more, and I got some other stuff.
You put your mojo into it, and as a result of that, we have
I don't
the
want
Apex
PP mojo.
machine. Now,
tiny PP.
Josh,
mojo.
you know, I'm just a radionics guy. You know, you gave me a task here. You said, "How?"
Look, I'm a simple radionics man. I came up very simply in the game.
You know, it's like I stick to like the most simple organics, and I'm humble like that.
I'm no Uncle Chucky. Put it that way. I'm no Tom Vrillock, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Can we make this work? And I had to come up with.
He's like, I really wish, but he did mention him in his whole Wishmasters thing. He kept talking about the mysterious Dr. Mulder. Dr. Mulder's like, yeah, I just want to be everywhere now. It's like, well, where were you before, mother?
Taking your ideas and making them viable and making them fit on, you know, on a platform, you know, where all the parts would fit, and it looked reasonably ergonomically. It looked pretty pleasing, and
as long as it looks good and you can sell a few of these things at these fucking conventions, please go at it. I'm just waiting for PP to say one thing. He's just a listen. This is the listening show, so let's. I just want him to say.
Oh, he's struggling so hard to not say anything. You can tell. You see it in his eyes. He's just like, I just want to talk. Use my stupid voice.
I got to be the first fairy godmother.
All right, you got to say something, Josh.
You know, make everything work. But my question to you, this is the one I keep getting from other people. Why did we have an orgone accumulator, which is what I call it, on the input? And why do we have a Herkimer diamond on the output, which is also a mirror? Could you please tell the audience why we went that route?
So now I remember.
It's not even diamond. Watch.
That was the word I remember. Once he said Herkimer diamond, I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. He's calling him. That was the whole Herkimer thing.
I was trying not to make fun of that because I don't know what.
Oh, no, we definitely did that. And that, look, whatever. Maybe we'll say that for something else. I don't even care what you say anymore, Josh.
Oh, no, I remember that stream, actually. Yeah, that was when I was in Oregon, huh?
Oregon with your Herkimer, Oregon energy had Oregon energy.
I'm part of the system. I didn't even realize.
Oh, definitely. So I've got actually a couple things we can get into. A couple of them are actually like weirdly dinosaur related. I don't know why. One of them is a trailer for a film by Jose Escamilla, and one is our friend the Ropin Guy. If you want to see what Ropin Guy is up to, I've got a very kind of recent Ropin Guy video that's pretty great. I actually have a couple of them. Let's see. You want to get into Ropin Guy? You want to see some Ropin stuff?
I was just listening to Ropin Roundup the other day, so I'm all about it.
All right. This is Ropins in California. These Ropins are in California. We're gonna rope these guys in. Here we watch.
Dinosaur in California. Quote, in 2005, I saw two pterosaurs flying, neither flapping their wings until almost out of sight. They were almost straight above me. It was as if I stepped into a portal of time long ago.
I thought it said a portal of a long time ago. I think he reworded that.
Yeah.
I love Ropin Guy. I love the way he puts his videos together. He does live streams too, where he's like, I don't know, his style. He's like, I don't give a shit what it looks like. It looks great to me. My point is getting across, and I am so old school. I haven't updated shit in a decade, and I'm fine.
I knew exactly what they were. Birds I learned about in school growing up, one that's been extinct for millions of years. My guess is the wingspan of the first and larger one was about 14 foot. They seemed to be going directly to Lake San Vicente. My brain raced, trying to make sense of what was clearly passing right before my eyes. I had never heard of anyone claiming to have seen one of these. This sighting was so unbelievable that I decided to forget about it for some years.
Sorry. Slipped my mind.
That's
usually it was so amazing. I decided to forget about it. It was just too much.
It's literally too unbelievable for me.
Yeah.
Pete, you ever have a moment like that? Do you think about years later, like, wow, I did kind of actually block that up, but that was weird. I do have a couple of things like that.
There was an instance like that. Recently I told my wife I had been having sex with aliens for years, and now she wants a divorce. So I'm gonna start painting.
Wait, hold on. I actually have some new reactions someone sent me. I've got
There we go.
Philip. Hey.
Yes, we got a very sad Philip to add to the whole gang here.
I like that one. No, no.
Which one? This one? Yeah, she's
no. I'm so sick of her and the glasses lady.
Yeah, but Philip is a fun new one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. That was when he was very sad about that girl in her.
Yeah, it's funny. It doesn't look sad. It just looks like.
I don't want to. Yeah. Who is it? Whitley? Is it him? All right, come on, roping guy. What else is going on? This is getting sad.
This is odd for me because of how profound
they're back.
it was for me.
4 of them.
It was so clear and close, and something I would never forget. Over a decade goes by, and I see something on TV or heard on the radio about all these roping sightings. I suddenly froze as those memories flooded through my mind. Unquote.
Unquote.
Exquisite Photoshop.
Got us out of there. And also, I think this guy pumps out videos. I mean, they're like, I guess for him, they're pretty easy to make. All you have to do is send roping guy just a story about a roping doing something, and he'd be like, you know what? I got a script for a video, and I'm gonna read it.
That up for you. Yeah.
I want a rope. We got to get a roping story going. Like somebody can send it to him.
Roping all night.
I'm open to the possibility of dinosaurs existing out there, but I mean,
did you say you're roping to the possibility?
I'm roping to them of these dinosaurs. I mean, there's a couple stories. You got Kasai Rex in Africa. You got places like Papua New Guinea. Like you might have pterodactyls there, but like. I don't know about these ropings, man. Roping, you got to round them up.
Yeah, right. Roping
roundup. Yeah, we got to get them up. Ropings, winged weirdies. Yeah, thunderhawks, thunderbirds. They're all kind of the same thing. Yeah, that's a whole.
If I recall, these guys only have a 14-foot wingspan. Wasn't which was the one that came out of Mount St. Helena's? The
Bat Squatch.
Bat Squatch, 50-foot wingspan. So these guys, they're not that impressive.
No. Yeah, these are like Bat Squatch minions. These are nothing. But the roping guy loves. I love that he's still out there and his channel is doing its thing. Is this the end? Yeah, this is.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I'm watching this video.
I might have to.
It pops up over here.
Yeah, he's like, but don't worry about that. Look over here now, guys.
Click like and subscribe. It's over
here. Yeah. He's like, I'm roping him in. I'm doing the thing. All right. Oh, hey, check it out.
All right, guys. I gotta get going now.
Well, you got to read the super chat before you go. So read it.
I'm always listening to Peter. Oh, yay! Wait, super chat. Is that a super chat? Oh, sick, Courtney. Awesome. Thank you. Amazing. Yeah, it was really fun hanging out with you guys.
All right, Dre's getting out, but I'm gonna read this. So it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. Thanks for $1.99. I'm always listening. Peter, smile. #LFT.
Oh, you want me to literally read it out loud? I thought it was just
that's how those super chats
everybody
work.
Can see it. It's right there.
That's the point. You don't just put it up. I don't know how it works. But Drea, I know you got to get out. I know you're feeling crappy. Thank you for being on.
It's been fun. Good seeing you, Pete. Y'all have fun.
All right. Adios. Goodbye. All right, Pete. Holy crap. All right. Everybody can relax now. There's no girls around. We're just relaxing.
Locker room talk.
Actually, it is. Yeah, I know. Actually, it is time for some ridiculousness. I wanted to find something where I could get to this point and kind of relax and chill. And people finding fun stuff about Coast to Coast always gets me. I'm hoping I can find this. What is this thing called? It is called. Oh, okay.
Speaking of Coast to Coast, I think the Art Bell Archive was taken off of Spotify this week.
I did see that, and that thing that thing is always being thrown around. I know so many people have so much of it saved that it'll never truly go away. The Art Bell Archive, it'll always be out there. But I'm gonna, if the Art Bell Archive isn't up, at least we can watch some Coast to Coast. I meant wackery. Now I will say the volume in this is fucking all over the place. This guy put a great comp together. It is just the fucking music is way louder than it needs to be. So here we go.
Well, special Coast to Coast guest Dr. Rupert Sheldrake was stabbed to death a few days ago. He was giving a lecture at a historic Santa Fe, New Mexico hotel when a man rushed the stage, leaped to try to stab Rupert, missed his chest, stabbed him in the leg. Coast to Coast guest Rupert Sheldrake was wounded, stabbed in the leg when an individual leaped at him trying to kill him, stabbed him to death in the chest. He is in a hospital, and hopefully those injuries are not life-threatening, and he will heal up.
Yeah. Okay. I have to wait what to. Now, he definitely said this guy was stabbed to death. That's what he led with. And he's like, but he's got stabbed in the leg. And then he's like, at the end, he's like, well, he got stabbed to death in the leg. Wait, what?
If I remember, this story did come up in your podcast before, and he mentions it was a man of Japanese heritage. For some reason, that's a sticky point of the story for him. But yeah, he does talk about this before. So yeah, this is a very strange. I don't know what he's got going on here. Like, the man's dead, the man's alive. He's stabbed in the chest. He's stabbed in the leg.
This guy
sucks.
This is great, but yeah, I know, and it's great that people do make these fun troll videos that we can watch because, of course, he rewinds it. And get this.
Dr. Rupert Sheldrake was stabbed to death a few days ago. Was stabbed to death. Hopefully those injuries are not life-threatening, and he will heal up.
Ian, you are
I
a
never
monkey
said
farm.
that.
Send me loot. If you not send loot, I send my cats to you, monkey farm. Then you have no monkey farm left. Send loot now. Signed, Spooky.
I had an experience a few years back when I first founded the Out of Body Travel Foundation, where I was taken to a really profoundly beautiful realm, and I was surrounded by literally hundreds of the prophets, mystics, saints, and sages of all the world religions from all throughout time. The avatars like Babaji were there.
She says avatars like Bob Vagine.
Yeah, Bob Vagine. Bob Vagine was there. He was exposing himself.
Hey, I give it up to this dude's choice. This dude's choice of photo, getting like someone's like weird 80s, like almost glamour shot with this little starburst behind. That was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I guess it's a fucking long wind up on that. I don't know why he's picking on Ian Punnett in this. Like, I watched the first one and didn't realize. Look, R.I.P. Ian Punnett, former weekend occasional Coast to Coast host who passed away recently. Sorry, Ian, but you do pop up a couple times in this. But hey, you would appreciate it, I guess.
Do Avatar, and they told me that they wanted everything to be freely downloadable to anybody in the world on that site. And at the time, it was a little bit more difficult to make that happen. So they had to tell me how to do it, too.
What?
Which they did the following night. And then I was able to start learning how to do it. Because it was everything that I did was taught to me in the spirit world.
You're on Coast to Coast. Welcome to the show. Hi there.
Hello?
Hi.
Is this me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I wanted to talk about a dog and the moon.
A dog and the moon?
A dog and the moon.
A dog in the moon.
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, let's let you start and see where it goes.
Okay. Well, I had some salt and something with turkey and lettuce and tomato.
Okay, yeah, I'm just as lost too, but I like that George's first instinct was a dog in the moon. He's like, hold on. Wait.
I just have a brief comment about this photograph, George. It reminds me of a DUI mugshot. I don't know.
It's a bad shadow, yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough looking photo. Like, all his roots are coming in. You can tell that jet black hair comes out of a bottle. His mustache isn't as looking as thick as usual. He's not looking his best.
It's a little old picture too, man. Like, this was from a while ago. This is like when people actually cared enough to actually troll George Norrie. Everyone's like, all right, enough. Like, but these are kind of relics of that.
All right, enjoy the sandwich. Have a good night.
Wildcard line, you're on the air.
Oh, here we go.
On?
Yes.
Oh, great. Hi.
Hi.
This is Jen from Brooklyn. I bit into an orange, and I was like in a state of shock how terrible it tasted.
No, wait a minute. You ate an orange and you were in a state of shock because of how awful it was?
Yeah.
How awful was it?
It was really strange tasting. I had to throw it away. Anyhow, then my friend got food poisoning.
Yes.
So I really believe From genetic engineering, there might be outbreaks of food poisoning.
From genetic engineering. Okay, so you think maybe your orange was genetically misengineered?
Oh, that's what a psychic told me.
A psychic told you that.
I mean, this is
okay. That was a pretty good one.
That was pretty solid. Yeah.
For a random Art Bell caller. And I like that these are all around at the same time or around like late 2008. But this is okay. RIP Ian Punnett. I think somebody gets Ian Punnett here, but god damn it. RIP to a great Coast to Coast host that is no longer with us. He did a lot of cool like things about rock and roll and stuff. Like he did all like the Jim Morrison conspiracies. Like he was the one who kind of stuck with getting musicians on with conspiracy theories, which is interesting. It kind of played out after a while, but he was a good host at Coast to Coast. Unfortunately, he had tinnitus. That was like one of the things that like he wasn't featured more. He was really good, but could you imagine the curse of being a radio guy and having tinnitus, like bad tinnitus?
That's rough. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Well, it's the last thing you need to do in the world. If you've got tinnitus, to put headphones on and have like music blasting and hearing yourself. You're like, it's like a Twilight Zone.
Yeah, you're just gonna suffer through it and damage yourself every night.
I don't like Art Bell looking at me saying, "Yeah, right." Everything I say, so
judging us.
I know very much. Yeah.
Grave.
All right, you take the screenshot here. Yeah, right. All right, fine. All right, Art, I'll move on.
I mean, this is sort of a politically incorrect comment, but other than Hermann Goering, were there, say, Nazi fairies? Were there during times like, I mean, were there fairies or gnomes or elves that stayed true to, say, Hitler's Germany?
Never in that regard.
All right, Joe.
Okay, so evidently he must have been talking about fairies in Germany, and he's like, "Well, did some of the fairies maybe like stick with those guys, or what did they do?" Like, holy
no! All the folklore creatures were with the Allied powers.
Yeah, folklore creatures were all good guys. Come on now,
Right,
Ian Punnett. What are you getting at? That is
leprechauns, trolls, fairies, brownies, all the house spirits, all of those were
certainly the sprites.
Big part of the French
everybody was in on
resistance.
it. Yes.
Of
course.
Stay with us when we come back right after the top of the hour. Let's talk a little bit about spontaneous human combustion. We still have to talk about the Shroud of Turin and
Shroud of urine.
Wait, hold on. All right, that's a pretty good flub. That's why I love these. It's like something you would barely get. All right, here we go. What are we talking about?
Human combustion. We still have to talk about the Shroud of Turin, and also let's.
The lady upstairs hollered down at me like, "Stop! Stop astral projecting down there!" And
let's go to you in Sacramento, Damon. You're on Coast to Coast. Welcome to the program. Hey, Damon.
Hey, George.
What's up?
Obama's communist. Know that?
Nah. They all become capitalists.
No, he's a communist.
Why do you think he is?
Because he's a space alien.
He's a space alien?
Yeah, that's what all space aliens are, communists.
I don't think all space aliens are communists.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I know.
Jesus Christ. That's the shot you need too. That'd be a great reaction we need right here.
The antenna. It's fantastic. He's a space alien.
I do. I love it a lot. I need to break the tension. They're getting too deep, like too much like conspiracy stuff, which Coast to Coast was involved, especially the fucking callers. Like the callers of Coast to Coast, especially in that time, they're fucking madmen. It's like Coast to Coast sucks and like his callers suck, but like I don't blame him for just letting randos get on the phone and fuck with him and say shit that'll get him canceled. He knows like the 10 or 12 people that he can answer the phone to, and that's why the show's so boring, because it's just the same people.
Exactly,
but he has to play it safe, I guess.
Art didn't even screen calls. He just took every weirdo that came his way.
I know. Those days are so gone though, which kind of sucks.
It really is. I really lament the loss of radio. It was something I loved as a kid, and Art was one of the best at it. And George, he's no Art Bell.
Yeah, I guess not. We get you. Whitley Striebahile proves more interesting than that. But I'm gonna take a little left turn here. We're gonna check in on our buddy the Hodag, because I'm sick of the regular Hodag song and I have something different. Enjoy it. This song. Heard it too many times.
I saw Hodeg.
Met this guy for the Shroud of Urine, yes.
Time is a ticking.
Like the worst love you can do for Jesus, calling the Shroud of Urine. What's the connection? I don't even get it. Like, I thought it was just a random thing.
I was just thinking the same thing. I don't get the stormtrooper.
I don't at all. Like, I mean, no hate on a stormtrooper, but like, what does that have to do with Hodeg? It's like, it looks so low rent. Like, we got one guy with a costume they can do it with.
Well, I got a stormtrooper costume, so we got to use it.
We got it, and we can do this song. What are they going to say?
Ricky really wants to be in the video, man. He's got a stormtrooper costume.
Fucking hell, man. I don't know. It seems very all right. Get out of here, Hodega. Hodeg's always always a goddamn letdown. Whenever
you know, a great song. I don't know if you've heard this one. There's a band called Saxon. They did a song called "There's Something in Roswell." Pretty dope. Check that out when you get a chance, everybody.
Saxon. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, I had there was a video we used a couple of weeks ago when we did the Confessions of an Alien Abductee, that kind of oi song, that punk song about alien abductions. Someone asked about that. The video for that is actually pretty interesting that we could, I do have, but let's see. Oh man, I got a couple things I kind of want to show, but this is something that's been hanging around way too long. I don't know if you guys, I'm going to bring it to Mothman for a minute. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Church of Mothman.
No.
You probably shouldn't have, but unfortunately now you will have. It's like somebody played Fallout too many times.
Who did not fear God, nor did he care what people thought. A widow came to the judge and asked for justice against her adversaries. Concerned only with his own greed and reputation, he turned the woman away day after day. And yet she persisted, until the judge became so paranoid.
Okay. Do we not have any female friends we could have used in this to make this trailer, guys?
No, wait a minute, buddy. You're assuming now. You're making.
I guess so. You
can't assume in this climate these days.
That's true. I mean, it's fine.
He granted her justice.
The hands of Adam's apple are
Our
big,
judges do not.
But
this is a different kind of church. I'll say that. This is a new religion. I did spoil it a little. This is supposed to be the Church of Mothman. So, which is, I mean, wasn't that already like a TV show that happened already? But I guess it's happening.
Fear God, nor do they care what people think. So let's make them.
"2022, baby, it's happening." I guess I'll spoil it again. It never did happen. This is kind of all they did. I was about to ask
if it ever happened. Yeah,
it never did, man. But it makes me wonder. Maybe they recruited people to get their little church going out there, and they were like, "We'll split out. We're done. We got it."
Maybe it's too creepy. Maybe they were getting down with some weird stuff.
Well, that's how cults work, man. You just get the ball rolling. As far as once you get people there, you can be like, all right, we can shut it down. That's why I always like to check in on Jay-Z Knight. The fact that she even posts videos, I'm like, wow, you already got a bunch of weird people there already. Like, what do you need to? I guess you always got to get new blood.
Sometimes you give channelers bad rap.
I guess so. I mean, I guess. I don't know. All right, I gotta find something a little lighter. This is actually a comedy thing. It had never really come across, but if anyone's seen this, if you want to check this out, this is an abduction scene. Like I feel like I have seen that head drawn in some descriptions of aliens. They didn't go generic. They don't look at the shitty cover of fucking Communion. It looks like this could possibly be an alien. It's not too cone head, but it's close.
Very 1960s.
Oh yeah. Where they did the head and the brow works fine. We're not messing with your nose. No ears, but cool outfit.
Yeah.
All right, abduction.
So it's Dave. This your first abduction, Dave?
You're an alien?
Nope. Pretty sure you're the alien, Dave. Just messing with you. How's your day been so far? I know you're nervous, but I've done a million of these, okay? You're gonna be fine.
What is happening?
So, Earth. Do you know, Karen?
What?
From Earth? Karen, I think?
There are a lot of Karens.
Okay, figured worth a shot, huh? Okay, and could you cough for me? Good. Hold your breath. Good. And hold your blood.
What?
All right, and look over here for me. And look over here. Okay, nice. And look into this dimension. And into this one.
I don't see anything.
Oh, shame. So weather.
I kind of wish a lot of abductions were like this. This is a way better version. It'd be funny if they actually were and they leave. I mean, I haven't watched the end of this to see how the memory is placed in. Like you're seeing the Pascagoula aliens or something, you know.
Well, I find it very fascinating how in the early 50s and through most of the 60s, sans like Betty and Barney Hill, you don't really have abduction encounters. They're more like these Space Brother kind of things, and like Truman Bethram, Adamski, George Van Tassel, like all of that was so, hey, they're just like us, and they're Christians, and they're polka, and they're like Valiant Thor and Stranger at the Pentagon. Like it's all very different before Communion and before the abduction phenomenon really takes center stage as far as like the UFO mythos is concerned.
Right, like we were talking about Clara recently, and that's on the same thing. That's like when it became that that kind of, you could start going to that next step. Like, well, there's a psychic connection, and now there's a sexual thing. It's moving to this, but at that point, yeah, you're right. They are like, and think of the tall whites and stuff like that, and just the Nordics and all. There's just a human guys who are just out there, like, yeah, we're just alien bangers, but we're dudes. Like, we're not monsters. We're not weird monsters.
Exactly. Yeah, we're beautiful. We're actually the most beautiful.
Yeah, we're actually like the hottest and tallest of all.
Come from the Pleiades. We're hung like horses. We're gentlemen. I'm gonna go collect roots. Please take a mineral bath.
And these guys trying to pull it off. Actually, I have been meaning to put this up. This is there's a little like a kind of a, I don't know, I guess flea markety kind of just secondhand store who's got all kind of crazy stuff. But the dude there runs it, obsessed with aliens. He keeps this dead alien in this case here, and he sells all this stuff. But this is his newest thing. He put this disco alien up, so I just want to share this disco green alien he's got there. I love going there. All right, let's jump back in. I want to see where this skit goes.
Huh? You guys have that?
Yeah. What is this all about? Why am I being abducted?
Oh, it's just a routine checkup to see if human beings qualify as intelligent life. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this?
No.
Okay, and how about this?
Oh yes, Jesus, stop, make it stop!
Okay. Great, now let's get you out of that skin. Don't be shy.
I can't take my skin off.
Oh, right, human, sorry. Think! Okay, what do we got here? Checks out. And smile. Great. Ugh, typical. So does Earth get Clarvon's biggest flinks? Love that show. That show's hilarious.
I don't get cable.
Billy Gorchop's always getting himself into trouble.
Oh no. What is it?
Right. This may be a little difficult to hear. Okay, Dave?
Give it to me straight.
Dave, I'm afraid you can't teleport.
Right, I never could teleport.
Right, on Earth, but on Andromeda, you won't be able to.
Well, I want a second opinion.
Well, look, you're welcome to try another abduction, but I've dealt with many people who have gone on to live full, happy lives without the ability to hop around space-time. I think you can learn to live without it. Okay.
But now I know about it. Now I want to do it. So this is just a a YouTube channel that I guess was doing pretty well at the time to be able to produce stuff like this. This was just a very highly produced alien abduction UFO video. It's not bad.
I like the approach. Definitely comical stuff here.
All right, let's close this thing.
So,
like, what is this? SNL? Like, yeah, SNL, you won't get in trouble.
Oh, no. Humans are idiots. But hey, that's not the only way we measure these things, okay? Human beings are miraculous creatures, so fragile yet so resilient. Their existence shouldn't work, but somehow
for now, cry before this thing's over. Please
Human beings, though not intelligent life, are somehow still capable of love and expression and beauty. Human beings are like the universe looking back on itself.
Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you. I'm never gonna forget that.
And tracking chip installed, and memory wipe complete.
Yeah, there you go. That's Chris and Jack side with their alien abduction thing. I've always wanted to check that. That was pretty cool. Not bad.
The tracking chip, I like that part. You know, the Morgellons, and they dig out the implants and all that stuff.
You see Morgellons? Is that the? I'm thinking of Morgellons. Wouldn't that? That's speaking of coast to coast stuff. Do you remember that weird phase where everyone was scared that there was like some disease that was gonna like grow fibers on your skin?
Oh, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
Was that what they were referencing there?
That's Well, I think just the implants in general. Like, remember the story of there was an implant in her nose. It was like a little bead. What was the movie?
Bead in your nose? I don't know.
Yeah, it was was it the Betty Tomei story? They made a movie out of it or something.
Oh, okay.
Bud Hopkins. Yeah.
Bud Hopkins Intruders? Probably.
Intruders. Yeah. They made that movie about Intruders where Bud Hopkins is portrayed as like the compassionate psychiatrist, and like the dude starts dating the sister, and they found a pebble in her nose, and it was an implant.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, and Debbie told me that's one of the stories I always get so confused because it was multiple names and people. It's really and Deanie Petty somehow gets involved. It makes it so you get very lost in it. That and then the McPherson tapes, so, stuff from that era is so great, so fun. But I'm gonna get into something before we go. I got a couple of things. Oh man. Should do the Bigfoot thing or the rod guy thing? I'll let you choose, Pete.
I love the rod guy. There will be more on rods.
All right. Well, this is not. Yeah, this is definitely. Now you're gonna make me have to play it. Let's see if we can pull it up quick.
Sky News 9 in 1999.
Those rods are huge, man.
Well, my boy Jose Escamilla, of course, the original rod guy. He was way into more than just rods, and he somehow had a big rod of his own for dinosaurs. And we talked about the roping earlier, but this guy really wanted to make a dinosaur movie. And I think this is a trailer he made just to pitch the idea that, hey, you know what? I think I can make a dinosaur movie too. I know I'm all about rods, but maybe I could be about dinosaurs. So this has got the worst name ever. I can't even pronounce the name of this dinosaur. It's called Deinonychus, Deinonychus. The worst title of a movie ever, but here we go.
That's a rough title.
A freak storm opens a time warp in the forest, unleashing predators from 65 million years ago. It's Memorial Day weekend.
No spoilers. It's like he's telling us the whole plot in this thing. Come on.
It's a very 90s trailer with the narration, you know.
It sounds like the guy who does the commercials for Coast to Coast. It sounds like that's
yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is. It's
you
like,
can reach our bell at blah blah blah. Yeah.
Unleashing predators from 65 million years ago. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
No one knows they're here. Except for Tiger Davis. It took 65 million years to perfect their killing skills, and 24 hours for Tiger Davis to ruin their day. An original screenplay by Jose Escamilla. Dinosaurs and Tiger Davis in the woods. The forest isn't safe anymore. The ultimate.
Wait, I messed up. I want to hear him actually say the word. This is the part I can't pronounce, and then yes, we can discuss. Deinonychus? Hold on. I gotta bring it back a little. Tiger Davis, you believe it?
Deinonychus, the ultimate dinosaur movie.
Deinonychus? How do you?
Deinonychus.
Deinonychus.
The ultimate dinosaur movie. Yes.
Tiger Davis
This is it.
back.
The ultimate dinosaur movie.
Tiger Davis. This was going to be his franchise. This was like his Jack Ryan or his Jack Reacher or his Indiana Jones or his Lara Croft. Tiger Davis.
Okay.
How do you come up with that name, Tiger Davis?
I'd like to see him
The
fight
ultimate
Remo Williams.
dinosaur movie.
There's another trailer for this. I'll say it for another time. I do love that. I just want to hear it one more time so I can actually say it next time. Deinonychus?
Deinonychus, the ultimate dinosaur movie.
Deinonychus. There's too many N sounds in it. I can't get it right. I'll never get it right.
I
All
think
right,
it's
that was
Deinonychus.
Deinonychus? What is that?
Deinonychus.
I don't know about that.
The ultimate dinosaur movie. That's it. We got a big pile of dinosaur shit.
And I love that he has that posted on YouTube. That was just something he was just using to go around and be like, oh, can I get some cash? I'm going to make Deinonychus. And they're like, no. But he's like, come on, the trailer's pretty dope. They're like, not really. Like,
obviously, he raised some money to do the trailer because that's all CGI dinosaurs running around.
Yeah. Or you just rip those. That's like test footage of like dinosaurs or something like that.
Somebody threw him money to do that sizzle reel. I don't think he funded it himself.
Oh, God.
Maybe
I shouldn't even.
People Warren broke him off some of that magic wish machine money.
The fact that this kind of came up, I'm going to go out on a fucking super low note. And it will be a little bit of more dinosaur involved action. And Jose Escamilla wasn't just happy with trying to make a dinosaur movie. He actually pulled some dinosaur shit off. And it's not that little trailer you saw. He actually made a kid's show, a kid's cartoon about an educational dinosaur called Deinonychus, the educational dinosaur. And let's see if YouTube is gonna let me even play. Let's see if this works. And I'll just play a little bit of this, and we're gonna get out. And if the song I played to end kicks us off, sorry, that's just gonna happen. But now I have to go because I have this on YouTube. Let's see if we can get this up. Deinonychus, the educator. Is this coming up? Or is it doing the same thing? Look, yeah, this is what I'm getting over here. All right, Deinonychus, let's go.
Oh, man, that must be his favorite dinosaur. Deinonychus.
Yeah, at least
There we go.
Deinonychus. Okay, first off, when you're branding a name for a kid's show, I don't think having to have it like really spelled out for you underneath is good marketing at all.
I think he's attempting to make this unpronounceable dinosaur the next T-Rex or Raptor or something, and I don't see it happening.
This isn't even the same name. Wait, is it the same name of the other one? Is it Deinonychus?
It's the exact same name as the other one. It's just got Donnie in front of it, like Wahlberg.
So this is a friend. Let's watch it from the beginning. Here we go. Deinonychus. All right. He couldn't get a CG movie made, but he got that.
It's like 1,000 frames a second. Why is it so fast?
It's because it was just a couple of pictures. They had to move it.
It's giving me a seizure.
You're right. Look at the connections. The ultimate dinosaur production. But this is supposed to be educational dinosaur. I hope Tiger Davis is in this and takes this thing out.
God.
Is that going to happen?
They got a puppet of him.
Tiger Davis. This is the Tiger Davis origin story. Maybe he's the kid. Okay, we're in. I need this home video. I gotta go get on eBay right now. That's a bad sign when the logo just bounces off like Poochie going back to space or something. You're like,
Planet needs me.
Oh no! Oh boy! Oh boy! What are we getting into? All right, Jose, and we're not gonna play a lot of this. Is a 28-minute cartoon, so you put a lot of work into this. Put a little respect on his Donnie Dynamicus.
The following program has won the prestigious award of excellence from the Film Advisory Board.
That's made up.
So stop talking shit. Just right off the bat. Just shut up. This is a winner.
To all you haters out there.
I think this is shitty. I'll stop you right there.
To be fair, 8 minutes.
I
of
never
20
said
minutes
that.
is intro.
You can make the intro super long because it's very easy.
So long. What's happening? Let's double up. Here we go again. If he runs by again, I'm gonna throw up.
I think with the volumes, I have to turn this down because there's no way it's saying anything interesting in here.
Ruth Buzzy.
Okay. All right. Did you know that the champion of the rods, Jose Escamilla, had a connection with Ruth Buzzy? We're talking star power. This is the top
so
of
random.
the casting call. Ruth Buzzy is in this. This isn't bullshit. Like he's doing it. He's doing it. He's got Ruth Buzzy. Who else?
This is the story of Donnie Deinonychus. Our story begins in this little house in Montana.
Oh no.
Professor Stevens lives.
All right, it's a
with Donnie
drawings
the parrot
cartoon.
and Pedro the Chihuahua. They are very happy together. Donnie the parrot always sings and dances for Professor Stevens and Pedro.
Wait a minute, the parrot's
And it
named
is-
Donnie?
It is so bad. It's just all still, no one's moving. Let's get to when the actual dinosaurs here. Does it do anything?
Pedro wakes up and is startled by Donnie. Professor Stevens wakes up.
I love Jose too. And in fact, they try to get something dinosaur going. This is like the worst. It's going to be very hard to watch. So
And is surprised to see this strange creature in his house. Donnie is unsteady in his new body. Pedro sniffs and growls at this strange new creature.
this is his origin, a story.
Donnie dances.
You must be Tiger Davis. Thank you so much. All right. I can't do it. I think the roping guy does way better videos than that Jose Escamilla cartoon. That's just a fact. That's just true.
I wouldn't have mind seeing like an animated version of, say, Jonathan Reed and Freddy in the freezer. You know, that would have been, decent. But this whole my parents now a dinosaur thing, I don't know what's happening there.
I like kids hunting, like those kids are like, I've never saw Chewbacca. Can you believe the rods are going around? Like they've actually incorporated that into some kids' cartoons. He had a better thing that he was just had a weird obsession with dinosaurs. I don't know why, but I had to check in on my rod guy. And we're going to get out of here. We really are. And I'm going to play something that maybe, I don't know if YouTube would have kicked me off for playing this, but we're going to go out with a song. I want to thank everyone for hanging out tonight. New episode coming soon. Go check out the Patreon and go check out our buddy, Pete. You got to get you some psychic Bigfoot hot sauce. Silk City hot sauce. They have that. I want to check it out myself. I can't wait to get some.
Oh, I've been avoiding the hot sauce lately. maybe I got to delve back into the world of it.
It's gonna burn a third eye into you. So
It's
so Pete, do your plug real quick.
Well, I want to thank you very much for having me there, Mr. Ryan. I appreciate every time you guys invite me on the show here. Now, if you are so inclined, please check out Dark Sayings right here on YouTube, where you will find everything from the esoteric to the extraterrestrial, the spiritual to the supernatural, and all that lies between. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it. Have a great night, everybody.
Always happy to have you on. And we're going to get out with a brand new song just from a couple days ago from my favorite bands, La Luz. And it's perfect. I love the video. I don't know if Sub Pop Records will allow me to play this, but here we go. We're going to get out with a new song from La Luz. This is Strange World. Let's check it out.
Waking up in a strange world.